So I decided to make another video today. I really actually wanted to make this video last week, but I just didn't because I just didn't have it in me. I do want to preface this by saying I am not a doctor or therapist, and I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do regarding love addiction. You're just going with me on my healing journey, right? This is just me documenting my healing journey right now. So yeah. So just checking in. So I really should not be dating right now. And my addiction is just getting the best of me. I went on a date last night. Now, it was fine. Everything was great and the boundaries were set, but it's just the principle of the fact that I really need to be sitting out right now, and healing from this. So it's slightly disappointing. And the devil's busy. The devil knows when you're struggling with something. He knows how to, he knows what you like. He knows what to do. So you have to be careful out here. All right, guys, someone called me, so that kind of jacked up my video. But yeah, I was saying that try to give myself grace when I slip up a little bit. I think right now I don't have that much to do, so that's why I'm going on dates, but you got to find something else to do with your time and not feed your addictions, whether that's an addiction to wine, whether it's an addiction to weed, whether it's an addiction to love, whether it's an addiction to television, So what I'm trying to do is start filling my time with other things, even when I don't have that much to do. And I feel that is to some extent helpful, but I feel I really still have to get to the root of this issue. And so I'm actually looking into love addiction rehab centers, just because I want to be whole and fresh and right for my husband and my children, when the time comes. So I want to get this fix, I really want this to be better for myself and for those in my life, because I feel it's wreaked havoc in my life for years and years and years and years. I would say to anyone who is also struggling with love addiction, get into therapy, like I said before. Find a counselor, find someone that you can talk to that understands you, which is going to the love addiction meetings. So I also have not been doing that good with going to my meetings, and that's not helping me either. So I need to get back on the good foot with my meetings, but I'm being honest and vulnerable with you guys, so that that the struggle is not just by you're not just out here by yourself if you're struggling with this. But you do have to keep going to the meetings. You have to keep going to the meetings, because if you don't, you have no community, I did recently join a group on Facebook that deals with love addiction. And so that has been that has been helpful, because when I have the urge to do something or call a guy, I generally now get on the page and I'm guys, what do I do? Da, 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 da. And there's people that have already overcome this, so they can say, hey, London, don't do it. Or hey, London, maybe it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's accountability partners from far away. Also getting a sponsor, that's what I really need. I need a sponsor, someone that's going to hold me accountable day in and day out, apparently. Because this is something, like I said, I could go months without dating. I can go 3 months, but lo and behold, if the 4th month comes and I'm getting bored, I'm going to go on a date. So I want to go cold turkey for 6 months to a year, no dating at all. What would life be like if I tried that? It might be very healing for me. It might be very great for my self-esteem, for me to get to know myself better. And I would challenge other people. So maybe we should do a challenge. Maybe we should do a no dating challenge, guys. Maybe we should start this, not tonight because I'm going on a date. But we could start this next week for sure. Maybe next week we should start a no dating month. And I could see how many people want to join me on this no dating month. And that would actually probably give me more drive, because I'm leading people to do the same thing, to actually follow through with it. So I think that's an idea. I think I'm going to start Sunday, and I'm going to go 30 days, no dating. And I'm going to continuously check back with you guys and let you know how it's going, if I'm actually following through with the no dating. One thing I did want to touch on today is that love addiction stems a lot like from fear and like abandonment, you know? So if you felt like your parents ever didn't give you like what you fully needed from them, if you felt like your dad left or your mom left or they weren't around for a period of time, or emotionally they were not available to you, or they weren't allowing you to be emotional. Like, to be honest, I remember my mom used to say, stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. But like, why can't I cry? Like, why is that an issue? Why is that wrong? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. I feel that we should be able to show our emotions freely as long as we're being safe. But especially as children, you know, because we're only children for so long. And then we grow up in this world and there's bills and all these other theatrical things. And, you know, you never really dealt with some of the things that you maybe cried about in your childhood, you know? So I also wanted to talk about the cycle of love addiction. I don't think I did this last year. I mean, sorry, not last year. I don't think I did this last week. So I'm just going to go over the cycle right quick. So here is the cycle. It starts with, okay, guys, sorry. Okay, here we go. So the cycle starts with, gosh, my eye's itching. I don't know. This is messing up, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, so the love addict, so the love addict, here's the cycle. If we're going to go through the 9 steps, okay? The first one is the love addict is attracted to seduction and apparent power of the love avoidant. Remember how I said, like, I went out with someone that was love avoidant recently? So that's the first step. That's what usually happens. Again, the love addict is attracted to the seduction and apparent power of the love avoidant. So it's almost like you want to win them over. You're like, oh, I'm going to get you. You know, like, you're going to love me, you know? The second phase of the cycle is the love addict feels high as the fantasy is triggered, right? So when this person's calling you or texting you, you're like, oh my God, he's calling me. Oh my goodness. You know, that's, I'll repeat it again. The love addict feels high as the fantasy is triggered, right? Because you're thinking about this person. Like, I can go on a date with someone and then replay the whole thing in my mind. Like, again, I've gotten better with this type of stuff, but there was a time when, like, yeah, it's tough. Okay, so the third phase of the cycle is the love addict feels relief from pain of loneliness, emptiness, and mattering to partner. The love addict feels relief from pain of loneliness, emptiness, and not mattering to partner. So the love addict feels relief because they're getting what they want from the love avoidant right now, for now. Let's keep going. Number 4. The love addict shows more neediness and denies reality of the avoidance walls. There was a time I was in a relationship with this guy when I was living in Canada. And oh gosh, yeah, that was really tragic for me. But I'm also a very needy person. And so I feel like the neediness, again, comes from something that we were lacking as children. Like, it's just what it is. And not to blame parents or anything, just saying like, this is what it is. But yeah, I can be very needy. And in the cycle of this, once you stop getting the attention that you want, you're going to become more and more needy. You're going to become more and more like, I need this person. Why aren't they talking to me? Why aren't they texting me back? Or if they do text you back just once, you know, that's feeding the addiction already. Number 5, the love addict develops awareness of partner's walls and behavior outside of the relationship, and denial crumbles. The love addict develops awareness of the partner's walls and behavior outside the relationship, and denial crumbles. You start to see what's really happening with this person, and it's painful. It's extremely painful to see that someone really doesn't want you, or that they're really not open to receiving you. Not even so much that they might not want you, but that they're not open or ready to receive the love that you have to give. But at the same time, someone that's going through this should really be focusing on loving themselves, until they don't until they're not in this cycle of BS, right? Number 6, the love addict enters withdrawal. Again, like I told you guys last week, withdrawal is the worst for me. It is literally the worst feeling of my life. I cannot get out of bed. I do not eat. I do not, I just want to sleep all day and watch movies. And it's very traumatic and very unhealthy and very not fun. So that is number 6. Number 7, the love addict obsesses about how to get the love avoidant to return or how to get even. I have a problem with this. You don't want me? Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. I'm about to slash your tires. I'm about to go up to your job. I'm about to call your mama. Not saying you should do these things, just saying what I have done in the past. And that's why I can relate to the get even. Yeah, because I'm like, oh, you don't want me? Either I'm going to beg you to come back, or I'm going to say, oh, okay, I got you. Cool, I got you. And them start acting crazy. And that's not healthy, okay? And I've moved out of the space where I actually do the crazy things. Now I just think them. I used to do them. I used to slash tires. I used to call your mama. I used to, whoop-de-woo. But the Lord is delivering me and changing me. And so now I only think those thoughts about how to get even. All right, number 8, the love addict compulsively acts out obsessive plans. Yeah, because you start getting, it's like a spiral, you guys. It's like a rabbit hole. Love addiction is a freaking rabbit hole. Because then I'm like, how am I going to get him back? Let me blow up his phone. Let me go up to his job and say hi. Let me do this. Let me do that. Maybe I'll give him some money. Will the money, if I give him money, will he want to, like, really? Is that how short we're selling ourselves out here, girl? Giving money to stay? No. I'm worth more. You're worth more. We are worth more. We don't have to pay anybody to stay with us. We don't even have to do extra for them to stay around. Period. Number 9, which is the final step. The love addict repeats the cycle with the love avoidant, if he or she returns or with a new partner. Now, see, this is tricky because once someone can see that you have this cycle of addiction, they will leave you alone for a bit. But I've seen guys come back after I've showed out on them, you guys, like completely showed out on them, cussed them out, did all types of things that were not nice because I was so hurt. I was hurt. It was really just pain, my own pain that I wasn't ready to deal with. But I have seen these guys, you guys, come back 6 months later, 2 years later, 5 weeks later. Sir, I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm going to repeat it one more time. The love addict repeats the cycle with the love avoidant. If he or she returns, and I've had returning love avoidant partners. I've had that happen, or with a new partner. And I think it's easier to shut the door on the old partners than to keep letting them come back, because that's when it can really, really, really spiral. So I feel like focusing on not restarting the phase is something that's really, really important. But again, that comes through self-work, self-healing, inner child healing, therapy, getting down to the nitty-gritty, journaling, going to your meetings. So yeah, I just wanted to go over this cycle today and see if you guys recognize any of those scenarios or situations, to see if you've ever been in them, and to see if, at one point you were or are a love addict. So we're still on my journey to healing. I'm going to start no dating on Sunday. I am going on another date tonight with the same guy. Wow. Hey, at least I'm honest. But yes, thanks for listening, guys. I'm having fun making these videos. Like I said, even if no one's watching, it's just for my own good.